You know, what I would say to that is that I've created a significant amount of damage in my personal life, and I need to work.
But focusing politically, though, they want you to resign from political office.
And I need to work very hard to regain the trust and the respect of my fellow Londoners, and I'm prepared to do exactly that.
Okay, hold on. Moving forward, we will take questions from the media. We will take one question, we'll do it by hand, and then we will take one follow-up. I don't want this to turn into a shouting match, so that's what we're going to do. Patty, you may continue with your question.
You talk about restoring the trust of your council colleagues. That would include the Ward 5 councillor, Maureen Cassidy. Can you talk to us about your ability or your willingness, or you think your potential to restore that relationship?
Yeah, I intend to work with each of my council colleagues on restoring the trust, restoring the respect that's required for all of us to work together, and that includes the Ward 5 councillor.
Daryl?
In 2014, this is your policy platform, it promises zero tolerance for bad behavior and poor ethics. What does zero tolerance mean to you?
You know, I think I've been very clear with what it means to me. I've created a grave error in judgment. I have been open, I have been honest with the community, and I'm now looking for an opportunity to restore the trust with this community.
You called on Joe Fontana to resign when he was facing a scandal. You're facing a scandal now where you've been found guilty by the Integrity Commissioner. Should you not then resign?
I accept fully the Integrity Commissioner's report. I accept the criticisms. I accept the conclusions. And I also accept that this is now my opportunity to repair the damage that I have done in my role as mayor, and I'm going to work very hard to do that.
Exactly how are you going to restore trust? Because so many people will sit and watch and be critical of you as you're in council, as you're voting on things. How do you intend to restore the public's trust and your colleagues' trust?
The only way to do that is through action. And what I intend to do over the course of the next 2.5 years is to work as hard as I possibly can to demonstrate my commitment to Londoners and to demonstrate my commitment to this community.
Next question, you have a follow-up? Go ahead.
How do you expect to maintain a professional relationship with Maureen Cassidy after all of this?
I think that that's a responsibility that I need to take on. I think that it's very important that with each of my council colleagues I have a respectful working relationship, and I intend to do exactly that.
Matt, it seems clear, I think, to a lot of people that you've humiliated the city on a national, maybe even an international scale. How can that be possibly repaired? You're going to need to give me the next 2.5 years to do that. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. I need to work very hard, first with my council colleagues, with members of the community, and demonstrate through my actions that we can move forward from this, that we can continue to focus on our strategic plan, and we can continue to build a better city for our community. I just wonder about when you talk about policy decisions, will this not constantly come up? It seems impossible to me that it won't.
I think that I've taken full responsibility for my actions. I've been open and I've been honest. I accept the community's criticisms. I accept the fact that I need to regain the community's trust.
Next question, go ahead.
What conversations are you having with your kids?
You know, that's a very personal question. I'm very focused on my family right now, and I'm going to continue to just maintain that as a personal matter.
What kind of financial records can you give to us to show us that this wasn't happening on taxpayers' dime?
All of my financial records are posted on the website. You're welcome to review them, as is any member of the community.
Last question. Go ahead.
Specifically, with your dealings with Maureen Cassidy, there will always be questions about what decisions are being made that aren't influenced by your relationship. And we talk about the FCM appointment. How can you assure the public that your decisions haven't been biased in the past or won't be biased in the future? And does that not put a cloud over your mayoral feet from this point forward?